Hello everybody. Now we will see how to design the login page. Okay, so here I will be designing the login page and will validate the username and password from the database table. Okay, and now for designing this one I will be using the ADO data control. Okay, so let us see now. So let me start. So as usual, let us start from the form design. So I need one frame first, and I am going to change the name of this frame as login, since we are designing the login page. In this I want two labels. The first name is username and the second label is password, and two text boxes beside it so that the user can enter the username and password and we will validate it. Okay, apart from this thing I want two command buttons also. So let me take the first command button. I'll place it here. I'll call this first command button as login button only, and another one button for exit. Okay, so apart from this, because we are going to connect it to the database table, I want Microsoft ADO data control. Now to use that Microsoft ADO data control, go to the project tab, components, and here you are supposed to choose Microsoft ADO data control 6.0. okay, so drag this control onto your form. Okay, that's all with the form design. So let us see the creation of the database table followed by the coding. Okay, so let me start. Now to create the database table, go to add-ins and select Visual Data Manager. And in this Visual Data window, you have to go to the file and choose new. Select Microsoft Access 7.0 because we are going to create the database table in the Microsoft Access. Okay, so let me give the database table name. I'll make it as login and save it. Okay, now right click on this property and choose new table. So here you are supposed to give the table name. We'll give the same name what we have used for saving purpose. I'll write login here. Okay, and click on add fields. Add fields means we are going to add the column names. Okay, the first column name will be username and second column name will be password. Okay, so you can make it as fixed also, or you can keep it as normal text type. Okay, so I'll keep it like that only, text type, and choose it as fixed. Fixed will help you to decide the total number of characters allowed in the password. Okay, so here I'll make it as 6. So it will take maximum 6 character password. Click on OK. I don't want any more columns, so I'll click on close. Now after adding the column names, click on this build the table button. So now here you can see the table has been built. Okay, so double click on this table name so that you are allowed to input the values. Now if you want to give the values, click on add button and give the username as, I'll give AAA, and password also I'll give the same. Like this, if you want to add few more names also, you can just click on the add button, give the values and click on update. That's all. I'll give only 2 names. Close all the windows. Okay, after that, coming to the linking part, we will go to the ADODC tool right click on this and go to ADO/DC properties. Here in the property pages window, you should select use connection string, which is already selected by default. Okay, so directly go and click on this build button. So this the provider window will open, wherein you are supposed to select the database service provider. Okay, because we are using MS Access as the database, so we will choose Microsoft Jet 4.0 OLEDB as the provider. Okay, and after selecting this, click on next. Now here you are supposed to give the table name. So to select the table name, click on this ellipse and select the table which you want to link. I'm sorry. Click on open. Yes. Now after opening the file name, just click on test connection to test whether everything is fine. I'm sorry. Now you can see the entire linking is correct. So we got the message test connection successful. You just click on OK, and once again in this property pages window, click on the record source tab. In this record source tab, your command type should be ADCMD text. Okay, as we are going to write the query. Okay, and in the command text area, write down the query as select star from login. Login is our table name. Give semicolon. Click on apply and OK. Okay, after doing this, the only thing remaining is click on the first text box, go to the property window and choose the data source as the ADO/DC one. Okay, and select the data field. This thing we are doing because here we are supposed to decide which text box is going to display which column. Now obviously because the first text box is placed beside the username, so it is going to display the username. Okay, so you have to select the data field as username only. Similarly, select the other text box, choose the data source as ADO/DC1 and select the data field to be password. Okay, that's all with the linking part. Now let us go for the coding. Now before writing the code, let me declare the global variables. Dim s1 as string, dim s2 as string. Now coming to the login button, here I will say if text1 equals to blank or text2 equals to blank, then that means if the user if the person has not given username or password, it is going to pop up the message enter all details. Okay, then I'll say exit sub, enter. Otherwise I'll say whatever the value of text1 is there is assigned to s1. Similarly, the content of text2 is assigned to variable s2. Okay, then I'll take ADO/DC1. This is the name of my ADO data control dot record source. Now here I am going to specify the record source, that is my table name. So here I'll write the query select star from login. Login is my table name where username. Now the username, I'm going to compare it from the input given by the user. That's why here you have to give single quotation, double quotation plus s1 plus double quotation, single quotation. Okay, that means it is going to append the value given in the text box, the first text box with the column username which is there in the database table. Okay, and password equals to single quote, double quote plus s2 plus double quote single quote. One more double quotation to indicate end of this query. Okay, afterwards I'll say, I'm sorry, ADODC1 dot refresh. Now here I'll give the condition if ADODC1 dot record set dot record count equals to 0, then that means whatever input given by the user, if it is not matching with the values present in the database table, then it is going to pop up the message here, message box, invalid login. Okay, if it is matching, then it will pop up the message valid login. Okay, exit sub, end if. That's all. There is one more command button, exit. So let me write the code for it. Unload me. So that's all with the code. Let us see the execution part. I request you people to observe here. When I am executing, now here automatically you can see all the values in the database table, all the username and passwords are appearing automatically. Okay, but as per our requirement, these things should be given by the user as the input. Okay, so whenever I'm clicking on execute, the values which is already there should not be displayed. Now to do so, what I'll do is double click on form load. Now here in the form load code window, you have to write text1.text equals to blank and text2.text equals to blank. Okay. Now observe once again, I am executing. When I click on execute, now yes, it is. This is the execution window what we are expecting. Okay, so username will be given by me. So let me give some invalid name now. Okay, now one more thing here. You can observe that when I am giving the password, it is displaying the characters what I am giving. Okay, instead I prefer here to display the password in the form of star. Okay, so that nobody is going to read that one. Fine. So to do so, what I will do is select the password text box, the text box beside the labeled password. Go to the properties and choose this password character option as star. Okay, after doing that, let us execute once again. So here I am going to give some username AAA and I'll give the valid password only. Now here when I am giving the password, you can see the characters are appearing in the form of star. Okay, so when you click on login, it is saying valid login. Okay, I'll show you one more execute wherein I'll give some invalid login. Like this. As you can see, it is showing the invalid login. So like this, we can design the login page by using the ADO data control, and we are allowed to validate it from the database.